GT, baby.
What's cracking, y'all? It's your boy Junior Mafia coming back to you with another video. So I want to get my predictions for Wrestlepalooza that is going down on Saturday. And this is an interesting match card. We got 5 matches on here, and definitely looking forward to pretty much all of them and all that. So let's not waste no time and let's get right into it. So we have John Cena and Brock Lesnar to kick off the show, which makes sense because, in case y'all don't know, AEW moved this pay-per-view all out right around the same time frame as Wrestlepalooza, and knowing Triple H and them being petty, they're gonna draw a lot of their AEW fan bases to watch Cena and Brock Lesnar, because it's gonna draw attention only because this is Cena last match with Brock Lesnar, so they want to see how that turned out, and then all those other things. So that's just them being petty and whatnot. And if I'm being honest right now, the person who needs to win this is John Cena. Reason why? Because Brock don't need to fucking win. What did he gain out of beating Cena right now? Especially with the less days Cena has now before he hangs it up in December. He shouldn't be taking no L's. So this doesn't flow well for Brock. And since if he beats Cena, he's going to disappear. Because we potentially may not see him until later on of the year. Probably November. And then, of course, the Royal Rumble next year. So I think that's the only time we're going to see Brock. But for all intents and purposes, I think it's going to be a solid match. I feel like Brock, as always, going to probably dominate about the first 4 to 5 minutes of it, and then Cena, start going into his Super Cena style, and try to gain momentum and all. But I really think down the line, Cena should be winning this match without a shadow of a doubt. And then whatever happens afterwards, we'll just have to see. But bottom line, I need Cena to win this, because I think it would be crazy if you had Brock Lesnar win and all that without having a real purpose behind it. So only time will tell. But yeah, I got Cena winning and coming out there as the winner. So next we have the WWE Women's World Championship. Stephanie Vaquer taking on Io Sky. And in my opinion, I think this could potentially be match of the night. I think the ladies could steal the show. Somebody like Io, Stephanie Vaquer, they're gonna give it all out there in that ring, and I'm definitely excited for it. And as much as everybody loves Io and wants her to be champion and all this other stuff, I'm here to tell you right now, I don't think that's happening. And I truly believe Stephanie Vaquer is going to win the Women's World Championship. And the one person that's going to probably to prevent Io from doing that and capturing that title is Asuka. Especially the way how Asuka been crashing out these last couple of weeks, coming at Io as far as, asking for, help. I mean, asking Io Sky, the help and shit like that, and Io turn it down no, I don't need your help and all that. I could do this on my own. So of course, Asuka felt a certain way and told her you better win, and just storming off. And then of course you see how she crashed out with Kairi Sane every time where she's just trying to, be on the good side, both Io and Oscar, but she's gonna lean more Oscar side because you know the Kabuki Warriors type shit. But I think it was funny the way how she's been crashing out on her and all. And I truly believe that Oscar is gonna come out there and it's going to draw attention to Io and throw off her game to where Stephanie takes advantage of it and whatnot. And that's pretty much going to kick off their feud and all. And then also, I feel like the reason Stephanie was going to win a championship because you know what they're pushing for, and that's her taking on Rhea Ripley. Now, I know people get sick and tired of seeing Rhea Ripley in the title picture and all that stuff. Believe you me, I kind of felt that way too, but you can't deny Rhea Ripley just she's money. She just draw attention, Like that reaction is just something sensational. So that's why I don't see her shying away of being in the world title, contention at all. But I feel like that's what they're really setting up for. And like I said, the match itself is going to be very interesting. They're gonna put a lot of offense in there. I think both ladies is gonna really have some time to shine in that ring and all that. But I got Stephanie Vaquer winning and becoming the new women's world champion. Excuse me. So definitely looking forward. I cannot wait. And next we got the Usos taking on the Brawns. And if I'm being honest with you, Braun Breaker and Bronson Reed is going to win this match. Here's why. For the last couple of weeks right now, you've been seeing Jay just channeling his inner Roman Reigns. And I feel like a lot of things that Roman been saying to Jay and whatnot, as far as letting me know, your attention is family, fuck everybody else, and whatnot, and pretty much letting them know, this is your time. Anybody that gets in your way, you smash them. All that stuff. You see what Roman been delivering to Jay over these last couple of weeks, and it's just been inserted into his head to operate like that. And, of course, Jimmy wasn't feeling that at all, and had to let Jay know, listen, you ain't gonna tell me what to do, and you're not going to pretty much run things the way you do. End of the day, I don't answer to you. So I feel like Jay, in a way that he wants things to go his way in this matchup and shit, I feel like it's not going to sit well with Jimmy. It's going to be some frictions with them, and I feel like them losing that match, Jay gonna play a focal point in that because of certain things he's doing and really leaning on towards I'm quarterbacking this. I'm that guy right there. You follow my lead type shit. That's the energy he gonna give off, and I feel like that's where things is gonna go off the rails, and this is where Bronson Reed and Braun Breaker is gonna take advantage of it. So I slowly see that happening. People were thinking that, this could be a potential heel turn for Jay. No. I feel like you can still wait for that. This side of Jay, I love. And I just appreciate him, the way how he's really feeding into what Roman is saying and actually, taking it to heart. And you can take that storyline and you could run with it for a good amount of time. Because if you're going to turn him here, it has to be for a good reason. It has to be for a good reason. And you don't want to pull the trigger so early. So I feel like when the timing is right, most so when Roman gets back and Jay still acts like this, you can strike when the iron's hot. That'd be the right time to do so. But in my opinion right now, just continue to flow with things like that right now, and the way how he crashing out and doing all the shit that he's doing right now without really thinking it through. Stick with that, and when the time comes, whether it's the end of this year or heading into next year, if you decide you want to pull that trigger, then you pull it. But for all intents and purposes, Bronson Reed and Braun Breaker, they're going to come out as the winners and all that. Next, we have the undisputed WWE Championship match. Cody Rhodes taking on Drew McIntyre. And in my opinion, this match is going to be good. Very, very good. There's going to be a whole lot of carnage between the two. And I know people leaning on Drew McIntyre and wanting him to win because, you know, it's like a breath of fresh air. And, you know, he has a whole lot of, like, people he could challenge with the titles and all those other things. And, you know, he pretty much always been there and made that title, you know, also prestigious as well. But Cody just got it from John Cena at SummerSlam. He's not going to drop that title and all that, especially this being his first title defense. I don't envision a circumstance that he dropped that title so early. Now, I'll be surprised if they swerve us and Drew pulls it off. That will definitely catch me out of, like, you know, out of nowhere. I'll be surprised by that. But the only reason why I feel like it's not going to happen is only because of this being Cody's first title defense and all, and, you know, they're not going to play hot potato with it, with the title. I don't see that happening. Now, if they pull it off and Drew beats him, I'm cool with it. And this will be good because, you know, with the exception of Randy Orton, Cody pretty much beating everybody. He's beating everybody at this point. And I feel like a real big feud for Cody down the line, which I know we're going to get, is him versus Randy Orton. But that's WrestleMania written all over it. So it's going to be a while of, like, who's going to be his next opponent type shit. Whereas for Drew, you got a laundry list of people that he can actually go and feud with if he becomes champion. So a lot hangs in the balance, so we'll see how that goes. But if I had to choose, I'm going to roll with Cody to retain. I'm going to roll with Cody to retain, and, you know, I just hope, you know, when it's all said and done, we can find out who's going to be his next opponent. So we'll see how that goes, but it's going to be a very, very interesting match. And, you know, definitely looking forward for what's to come afterwards. So there's that. And finally, we have the main event match, Seth Rollins and Becky Lynch taking on CM Punk and AJ Lee. And this match, everybody's going to be tuning in. Mainly because they want to see AJ Lee back in the ring for the first time in over 10 years. And this is going to mean a lot. And they're going to test the waters to see, do she still got it? You know, she's in tremendous shape. You know, at least when you saw her when she returned on SmackDown, like, she looks like she is just, ain't nothing changed. She actually, her body transformation looks way, way better from when she was here 10 years ago. You can definitely tell the difference, you know. But, you know, they're going to see if she can still go in the ring and whatnot. And I feel like this is going to be the real testament of it all. And let's be honest, anybody who thinking that Seth Rollins and Becky Lynch can come out as a winner, you're tripping. Especially this being AJ Lee's first match. And that was 10 years coming back. And she going to take that L? Absolutely not. Absolutely not. So I do want to see her to get some offense in to shake the ring rust off and all that. And I feel like what's going to make this match even more better if there could be a situation where both wives take a finisher. What I mean by that, like if Seth Rollins messing around and cursed up AJ Lee, or in this case, you got CM Punk that put Becky Lynch in the GTS and all that, or even the Intercontinental Vice. One thing or, like, you know, one or the other. You know, we got that with the whole Baron Corbin situation years ago when he did the end of days on to Becky Lynch. That was still the craziest thing ever, and even still talked about to this day. And I felt like we should get something like that. You know, I definitely want to, you know, see that happen just for like, you know, the entertainment purposes. And I feel like if that was to go down, it's going to be the most talked about thing for a long time. So I think the match is going to deliver as I expected. I feel like, again, CM Punk and AJ Lee is going to come out as the winners of this match. But I want to see if they going to really pull a trigger and do some shit like that, you know, to really like spark it up. So we're going to have to see. I'm excited and can't wait to see how that thing turns out and whatnot. So there's good luck. It's a very good match card, especially for the first PLE of ESPN and all. You know, they had to deliver, and I'm pretty sure that all these superstars is going to do their best to knock it out of the park. So only time going to tell, but I'm excited. I'm ready for it, and I cannot wait. So, before I close this out, I want to say I'm going live for Wrestlepalooza tomorrow. It starts at 7 Eastern Standard Time, 7 p.m. Eastern Standard Time, and all. So I'm gonna be streaming on Twitch and all. So if you get a chance, come check it out and whatnot. And we're gonna have a good time, and definitely looking forward to it and what's to come and all that stuff. So I can't wait to see y'all, you know, on the live stream. But comment down below. Let me know what you think about these matches. What match is interesting, you know, for you that you want to check out and whatnot, and who you think is going to win. But let me know down in the comments down below, and I appreciate y'all love and support. Continue to keep God first. Trust the process on anything that you do at life. Your time will come, and I'm going to catch y'all in the next video. Peace.